Hi everyone, in this video I will be walking through Weedy the robot, which is a part of the Team Ares. Team Ares is a collaborative robot yard management system. I will now be explaining how the controls work and show how the robot responds both to menu activation and inter-robot communication. To begin with the demonstration, we have a blue LED, which is an indicator for button 1. When button 1 is activated, the blue LED will turn on to show that Weedy is in direct manual operator mode. In this mode, Weedy ignores any inter-robot communication signals and will only listen to the operator, and Weedy will start spraying weeds on its own. And I will demonstrate that. There we go. And now if button 1 is not on, then Weedy will sit idle and wait for either the operator or another robot to activate it. In the inter-robot mode, Weedy is triggered when it receives a Z through the serial monitor. Receiving a Z acts just like button 1 being turned on, so Weedy will start spraying. To stop the robot in either mode, it can receive an X through the serial monitor, which will send Weedy's back to its home base. You can also manually stop it by holding button 1 for a few seconds or toggling button 1 off after it's been on. And I'll demonstrate that. There we go. It will turn off. And now that we've covered button 1, let's move on to the other buttons, which I will do so by first turning it back on. Now button 2 is the herbicide sensor simulation. This button must be on for Weedy to spray. And if it is off, then the yellow system LED blinks to show that the herbicide tank is empty. And now when I do turn it on, you will see the red LED flash for a second, but that will be explained through button 3. And let's demonstrate that. Okay, and now for button 3, it is for the precision mode. When button 3 is off, Weedy's in the broadcast spray mode, which was shown through the red LED being flashed twice for a few seconds. And now when the button is toggled on, Weedy will then enter the precision spray mode, which will be shown through the green LED. And when either of those are on, this down here, the gear motor, will actually turn the spray nozzle, and that is what you see going on down here. Now I will demonstrate turning on the green LED. Oops. Let's restart that. There we go. And now moving on to when it is spraying, Weedy is actually coded to spray each area twice, which you probably saw when the LEDs, either the green or the reds, flash twice. And after it's done spraying each area, it actually logs the completed area using the yellow LED. After it finishes all of its assigned areas, Weedy automatically returns home. These button behaviors are the same whether Weedy was activated manually or through the inter-robot communication. When Weedy finishes its areas or when it receives a stop signal, it'll return to its base and waits. At that point, it can only be reactivated by toggling button 1 back on or by receiving a Z command. And because of sweep delays down here, use delays, Weedy will finish whatever spray sweep it's currently doing before it fully stops. That is actually normal for this demonstration. And lastly, here is my code. Alright, let's start from the top. And there we go. And that is a full overview of Weedy the robot and what it does. Thank you so much.